very loud explosion.
Shit.
Fuck!
And one of the side of the bubble that you're kind of near, fucking just the glass shatters. The glass, like, it's like plexiglass or something. It did look rather reinforced and strong, but it just is blown to pieces. There's a huge hole. And all of a sudden, there's a bunch of phaser fire.
Now we're talking.
And now, the conclusion.
Alright. Well, I've drawn my phaser, although I have zero idea who to shoot at as of yet. But I just have it drawn.
Yep. Oh yeah, as soon as I hear explosions, I'm like, ah, fuck.
Everyone, roll me a clever.
Penny got a 3.
Okay.
Posa got a 2.
I didn't do a great job. I got a 1.
Loxus?
I got 5.
Oh,
Hell
Jesus
yeah.
Christ. Okay. So what is happening here is that you are discovering an aspect of the situation. So we get that pin board up. We might want to start putting aspects to the situation.
Oh.
So the people who got a 2, you look around and you see a bunch of people on the other side of the shattered glass shooting phasers. And then they are in black jumpsuits. They're not in the same, and they actually have red sashes, and they have masks that cover half of their faces, the nose, like cheekbones and down. If you got a 3, who got a 3?
Penny.
If you got a 3, you see this is happening, and it gives you enough time to get a benefit from it, and we'll talk about that when we get to your turn. Loxus?
Okay.
As you're seeing
Yes.
all this glass shattering down and all these people shooting at you, same thing as Penny, you get to use this situation to your advantage twice. Penny once, you twice. So whatever that looks like. In Loxus, since you rolled so high, and everyone else has the same quick, except for Posa, we'll say you go first, Loxus.
Sweet.
So, what about this particular situation could Loxus make work to her advantage?
Well, I could probably get into some kind of position, 1, to see what the fudge is going on, and 2, to be able to, I just put myself in the best position.
Okay.
Is that an advantage?
Yeah, totally. Oh, yeah. Like, you kind of get in half cover, like you kind of get behind, like, a snack table or something like that. Yeah.
Sure, just as long as I can also see, like,
Yes.
what's happening.
Yep, for sure. So, you're quick enough, like, you were able to assess the situation fast enough where you can dodge behind some cover. Penny? Is there anything you wanted to do? We'll just treat these like free bonus actions in D&D. Is there anything... And Heather, you basically get 2 bonus actions. So we'll see what... that's your first bonus action. You dodge behind cover. Heather, do you want to do something next, like shoot your gun?
Well, but I don't know what's happening yet, so...
Okay. So you're just going to hold off. And we'll say... You can use this cover to your advantage next time you do something.
Cool.
Penny, is there something you would like to do before anyone else gets a chance?
I kind of want to just take a really good look at them and see if I recognize who they are at all. Like, if I've ever come across this race, species.
You're looking at them and they actually look exactly like Byplasian.
Oh.
Just different outfits.
Different outfits, yep.
Mustaches.
Maybe, but they're covered up so you can't tell. No, actually they have like, we'll say they have like, a big unibrow.
Okay.
In the way that the other byplays kind of like make an effort to shave their unibrows to make them look like one unibrow for latest Federation fashion. But these guys, these byplays in the black outfit with red slashes have really let their brows go crazy.
So they're like remain byplay type things instead of
yeah, exactly.
So they're like
xenophobic purists.
Yeah. I was like, I'm picturing like antifa byplay type people.
Yeah, kind of,
with the
yeah,
bandanas
right?
on their face and stuff. So
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So is that my action where I try to look at them, or can I go and like duck for cover?
So no, yeah, you definitely can. So Loxus went behind cover. So if you want to do,
I'll just go and do what she does. Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna get behind cover. So, I guess Federation probably would teach you not to start shooting right away without assessing the situation further. Posa,
Yes.
Shakel.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I gotta have one, so I guess I don't get an advantage, right?
You're looking at it and you're like, what the hell's going on? You see people in black, but you're really not picking up on any, finite details. You don't see the unibrow.
Right. Okay. I wouldn't do anything yet then. I wouldn't shoot.
You're maybe not even sure that they're byplays, right? There's so much glass and stuff that's coming down that you're not even...
Smoke, probably.
Smoke bombs, yeah, stuff like that. Yep.
Okay.
So, and then Posa, is there... You kind of... Same situation, you failed that particular roll. And this is the only time I'm going to force you to roll. I just kind of wanted to do a perception check. Normally, you guys decide on your turn what you want to do, and then tell me, and then we'll fit it into one of the 4 actions, and then roll from there. But I just wanted to kind of have you do a quick survey of the situation. So
Sure.
But Posa and Shakel, you are not behind cover, but Penny and Loxus are.
But I visually have seen more than Shakel has. Like, I
Always.
can tell.
Well, she's blind, so...
But what Shakel can see is, even though she can't see with her eyes, she could match up, like, the type of certain brain wave signatures that byplays might give off. She can compare that with the people in front of her.
I must have some sort of sonar situation as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just thinking that Posa would probably, because I would see Lox and Penny kind of leave the little area that we were in, and I would probably, if I wasn't already next to her, I would move next to her, possibly in front of her, Shakel, and basically go in a defensive stance.
Okay.
Because, again, I don't know what the fuck is going on. So.
Right. Okay. So then we'll just use that order for the rest of the combat. So, we'll say, Heather, you're up. What do you want to do?
Oh, what's going on?
So, black-suited figures have actually started coming into the sphere, and they're still shooting. At this point, they're not great shots, but several of their shots have winged in as like scientists or people who are at the conference. You're not sure whether they have struck them dead or not, but you've got people on the ground now.
I want to subdue these mofos.
Okay.
So, I would like to stun them.
Okay. Yeah, set your phaser to stun and shoot them.
Yeah.
You're going to roll me an attack. Let me pull that up here. Since it's a gun, usually an attack is force, but guns are a little different. Like in D&D, melee weapons are strength and ranged weapons are dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
In Fate, I think they use force for everything. So we'll try that, and if I hate it, we can start using quick instead. So go ahead and roll me a force, because I know that you have a lot in that.
Yes, sir. I got a 3.
Okay. Yes. You're shooting. You actually, You easily stun one of them. It actually wasn't hard at all. Well, you know what? I'm gonna let them roll a defense.
Oh, shit.
I thought you just said it wasn't hard at all.
That was a little hard. Just takes that back.
I guess so.
Classic Susie.
Don't worry. I don't think they're gonna do a good job. No, they did not. They rolled 3 negatives and a plus.
Great job.
So they actually shot each
Not great.
other.
And they're not like, no, you
Jeez.
hit them. They're like, they try to like pull their phaser up to defend themselves to kind of like block the shot, maybe like Han Solo style, but it hits them right in the chest underneath their arm and they just fall over stunned. So
Nice.
One of them.
that was one of them.
How many did we say they are?
Oh, I'm
Did you
sorry.
roll
I didn't
them?
actually tell you. There are 14 of them.
14.
Yep.
Jesus.
Penny, you're next.
Penny, yeah, I'm also gonna get my phaser out and fire on them.
Okay.
From behind
Okay.
the snack table that we're crouched behind.
So roll me a force as well. Are you gonna stun? Set to stun?
Yeah, because I don't know what they're up to yet, so I don't want to,
Okay.
assume they're nefarious or some shit. Even though they're, blowing buildings up and shooting people.
Standard Starfleet, though.
You know, yeah. Okay.
Starfleet, come on.
Yeah, okay, so...
I want to put them on trial, at least.
Well, shit. Okay, so my forceful was 1. I rolled 3 negatives and a plus, so that adds up to 2 negatives. I got a -1.
Okay. You shoot, wing, and it just, goes off over their heads. You know, you don't
Cool.
shoot anyone. Yeah,
You
but
shoot a
Yeah.
branch off a tree or something.
Yeah, exactly. A bunch of leaves,
Good shot.
purple leaves fall off this green barked tree outside.
Yeah.
So
That's different than Earth.
it's definitely different than Earth's tree. Mhm.
Posa goes, oh, what is that? Oh, I gotta go.
Posa, you're next.
Okay.
No, Shakel's next.
So here's what I want to do, and you tell me how possible this is in a single turn. I want to set my phaser to a broad beam and just shoot everybody. I'll shoot everybody. I don't care if it's the guys in black or the guys in white. I want to stun the fucking whole crowd.
You want to? Okay.
I've seen it in Trek. It might take me a minute to set up, but
Yeah,
I
I was gonna say you might have to take a round to change the settings on your face.
Yeah. Can I duck behind the snack cart while I pull out a pin out of my pocket or whatever? It's not my hair because I don't have that anymore. But
I mean, it's
pocket,
just a setting on your phaser. It's not like you have to.
Oh, it is a
jury-rig
setting?
it.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah, just
yeah.
go boop, 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 boop.
Yeah. It's just gonna take you a moment, right? Instead of just shooting instantly, you're gonna have to, futz with your phaser for a
Can
second.
I take cover and do that at the same time?
Yes, you can.
Do you want me to roll for it? Roll me.
Well, yeah,
roll
no,
you real
that's
quick.
I was gonna say it is kind of 2 actions in one turn. You're trying
Let
to
me roll
kind
you
of
a quick, my girl.
yeah, do your
Do
quick.
you want that? All right, here we go.
Dang, I'm just gonna roll quick.
My quick is a 2.
Yeah, you duck behind a table that's fallen over, and you start poking at your phaser.
That's the thing I do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
So that's what you're doing. Posa.
I would like to see if, from what I can actually see of these,
Susie, I actually got a 3. I just can't.
You do it a little bit faster.
Thank you.
I would like to see if I can identify these.
Trees.
No,
I was sure that was what she was going to say. It's typical Posa.
I know I can't see much of them at all, but I want to check their height, and because certain aliens have certain loaf around their foreheads and eyes and that kind of stuff. I want to see if I can figure out if they're for sure not the same species as the planet that we're on, that sort of thing.
Yeah. I mean, you tell me what you want to roll. Well, I mean, what do you think makes the most sense?
I would assume probably careful.
I would say clever, actually.
Okay.
Because you're trying to do it real fast, right? Clever is when you think fast,
Right.
solve problems, or account for complex variables. So you're trying to do this real fast, so...
I have, under stunts, because I'm a bookworm, once per game session, I can investigate matter instantly.
Okay.
I don't know if does that apply to this?
Yeah, no, that totally applies.
Okay. So we're gonna use clever?
Yes, you're gonna use...
Okay.
Well, no, but what's
No?
what's the stat you have for that stunt?
Well, because I have one stunt that has a stat associated with it,
All
and then
all stunts have stats associated with them.
Okay, well, that one doesn't.
That stunt's a cheat.
So, I would say, because you're trying to do something instantly, I would say it's clever.
Okay. I will do that.
Or
Oh shit!
you could
Shake up.
you could justify it as careful because you've done the research ahead of time.
Well, I did, technically.
You're a bookworm, so you're always kind of doing research, so that would be careful. So, I would say you could do it careful, but I'm going to make you pick one for the stat, and it's always going to be that same one.
Pick it right now.
Which one do you want to use?
I think careful is appropriate for that particular, so I'll write that down.
So now it's careful permanently, and it's careful because you take the time in your off time reading books like a nerd, and
I'm,
so
flipping through the files in my head kind of thing.
Exactly. You go into a situation having read all the dossiers and things like that.
Okay. And I imagine myself just sort of, like, I don't even think about taking cover. I'm just standing there staring at them. Okay. Ooh! Oh, shit! 7.
Oh,
Hell
Jesus.
yes! Nicely done.
The carefulest girl I ever saw.
You are creating, or you're discovering an advantage, discovering an aspect of the situation, and basically you're just trying to tell who the hell these people are.
Mm-hmm.
They're byplays. And you got such an amazing score, I feel so bad, because there's not like they're a different type of byplays or anything like that. They're just like byplays.
Give her some flavor. She scored a 7.
I know, I'm trying to like...
Maybe she read about like a rogue group of biplades. And she's just now remembering it.
So, you were reading through the dossier last night, looking, as you and Penny were sitting on the bio bed. You were just sort of reading on Tremel, looking up information, and you did notice sort of a footnote in Starfleet's records about how the byplays are currently trying to repress and put down a rebellion that's happening in amongst like the minority community. Just kind of like they're not it's actually a community made of people who have attempted to get into the scientific schools and have been rejected for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And this is what the byplays have sort of admitted this. It's because they're doing all the paperwork and it all checks, and Starfleet's making them admit everything.
Mm-hmm.
And what they're doing is that they're attempting to sabotage the Federation application because they believe that it's bullshit. That they got rejected. They're kind of pissed off. And B, they also believe in the old gods, and they believe that all of this scientific research... So there's two groups. The groups that got rejected, and the groups that believe that all of this science is heretical to their old gods. And those two groups have gotten together and have started like the People's Front of Judea.
Holy shit.
Dag.
We just found this out?
Yeah.
I remembered it, basically.
That's something that they're working on, but you weren't sure, like, how much of an issue it actually was. Like, maybe it was a situation, because you hadn't checked in with Starfleet, hasn't really checked in with them for 6 months, so it may have been something that had not been an issue. But it's clearly an issue.
Now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I immediately remember that these are, they're the same species. They're just, and I, of course, identify with rebels.
Right.
But, I go, oh, fuck! And I turn around to Lox and Shakel and Penny, and as much as I possibly can, I say, this is a political thing. These are byplays.
So you tell them what I told you.
Yeah, these are byplays. They're just rebels. Like, we need to not be involved in this. This is not our thing.
And because what you have, sort of, you're like, oh shit, this is a situation. You remember all that from what you read. You can use that information to your advantage twice. So, and by use that information to your advantage, I mean, in the next few rounds, if you're trying to do something and you fail, you can spend a fate point. This is the invocation. Usually when you succeed with style, you get these, or you succeed with style, you get these invocations. You can spend a fate point to get +2 on your roll or re-roll for yourself.
Okay.
But you get them for free because of you did so well, so you don't need to spend a fate point.
Okay. Yeah, so I spend the rest of this just being like, please don't shoot, please don't shoot, please don't shoot.
It's their turn, and they all, so since Loxus stunned one, they all look at the guy they stunned, and Penny, you tried to shoot one, right? It kind of went over the head.
Yeah, I shot a tree.
You shot a tree. I shot a tree.
Yeah.
They all train their phasers on you because now they realize there's somebody in this crowd that has phasers. And they start shooting on you. So, let me see.
The rest of the Byplays don't have phasers?
No, they're scientists.
They don't have any weapons? Fuck. I didn't even think about that.
Maybe we should shoot them, Posa.
Okay.
I disagree.
Hold on. I gotta look at their stats here. Okay.
Yeah, Shaquille didn't actually shoot because she's just fucking with her little phaser dials, huh?
Yeah.
Penny and Loxus are behind cover, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
And Shaq.
Yeah, everybody but me.
Oh, that's right. You ducked behind to deal with your phaser.
I'm standing out in the open with my back towards the rebels, talking to everybody else.
Real target.
Is there a good way to do this? So let me just do some math real quick. Everybody's favorite part about Dungeons and Dragons is math.
It's the math.
One of them's gonna shoot at Loxus. One of them's gonna shoot at Penny.
What are the other 11 gonna
Rude.
do?
Okay, gotcha.
There's 13 of them, Susie. You did that.
No, it's okay. So the first one shoots at Loxus, and so 2 of them shoot at Loxus. They fucking whiff. It hits the side of the snack table.
Sounds right.
2 of them are shooting at Penny. They whiff. It hits the side of the snack table. Penny again. Jesus Christ. Hit the snack table. Loxus again.
What do they have against those snacks?
Okay, Posa, there's 4 of them.
Cooking so many hot dogs.
Posa, 4 are gonna shoot at you. You're staying out in the open. Well, okay, that's 1 hit. Well, the first 6 of them all rolled a whole bunch of negatives, and these last 4 rolled a bunch of positives. So Posa, you actually get hit twice.
Shit.
And now we get to talk about what it means when you get hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, finally. Our dedicated listeners have been waiting for this. We're doing D&D now, guys.
Just waiting for somebody to get hurt.
So you are taking, there were 4 of them attacking you, but essentially because the way mobs and mooks kind of work in this, you're going to take 2 hits.
Uh-huh.
That's just the way I'm doing this round. There's not 14 of them shooting at you. There's kind of they're kind of grouped up and they kind of act as a unit. So you're going to take 2 hits, not 4. And what you get to do is you have, I believe, 3 stress boxes on your character sheet.
Yes.
You actually get to roll a defense roll.
Okay.
And it's a good thing I rolled the same thing on these 2 that hit you. Okay, so this determines whether you actually get hit or not. So roll me a defense.
Ooh. All right. 3.
Okay. And then roll me another one.
Not as good. 1.
So you only take 1 of these hits. You get to choose how you take this hit. When you take a hit, you need to account for how that damages you. One way to absorb the damage is to take what's called a stress. You can check one of the stress boxes to handle some or all of a single hit. Box 1 absorbs 1 hit. Box 2 absorbs 2 hits. Box 3 absorbs 3 hits.
Okay.
So sorry guys, rules. It's really exciting.
Rules.
This is like the first time we've really done this.
We
so
don't
it's okay.
do enough combat. We could have done combat that one time, but you guys are like, hey, let's just be friends in the engineering, which worked out fine.
Our listeners can deal with some rules here and
Yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm.
So because you did a 3 defense on the first one, and they had 3 and 3, you negate the first hit. Because you, how many, what was your total
1.
roll? 1? So
Yeah.
they had a 3, and you had a 1, so you take 3 down by 1 to 2. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So you're essentially taking quote unquote 2 hit points worth of damage. So you can't put it in box 1, but you can put it in box 2 or box 3.
Uh-huh.
Or you can take a mild consequence, which is 2 hit points worth of damage, which is what you'd be taking. And that a mild consequence is something like, I sprained my ankle. I twisted my wrist. I, broke a finger.
Dead arm.
Right? So
Well, I was thinking I go down. Like,
She's got a dead arm.
maybe hands and, or like, knees and hands, but maybe like all the way down to like, I'm laying on the floor.
No. You can just take the box, just like cross out box 2. You're fine. You're not.
Okay.
You're like,
No, yeah, but I figured, I'll be like, oh, I'm hit. Ugh.
well, okay, so.
And you duck. So she ducks, and that's her consequence. She's ducking now.
No. I mean, yeah, if you wanted to fall to your knees and, like, bruise your shins or something real bad, you could do that. That would be a mild
Because,
consequence.
I got hit by phaser fire, right?
Yeah, but it's not the first time. I actually probably is the first time you've been hit by phaser fire. I take that back.
I mean, like, we shoot phaser fire at other people and they go the fuck down, like the other biplates outside. So I'm just trying to think of, well, I don't see why that wouldn't affect me the same way.
Well, you're the main character, so you can either,
Okay, I'll mark the 2 box.
I'm just saying,
And just be like, oh.
yeah, there you go. You're not a civilian. You can take a hit. You're trained to take a hit, right? So
Yeah. Okay.
all right, Loxus.
Lox.
Sorry,
My girl.
Yeah?
it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Well, are we trying to, like, stop fighting them? Is that the deal, or?
Well, Posa said stop fighting them, but then Posa got hit by phaser fire.
Because
So
this
you
is
be
a
the
political
judge.
thing between this species. It doesn't involve us whatsoever. So I implore you to not fire at them, and then I get hit.
Immediately after she gets hit by some guns.
That's what you get for trying to barter peace here.
Yeah, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, are we still gonna keep fighting them? Because they.
It's up to you.
Hey, girl, that's up to you. What
All
would
right.
Lox do? I know what Lox would do.
Yeah, I'm firing.
You just watched your friend
Yeah,
get
she
hit.
would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm firing. I'm firing. I'm pissed.
This is a type of situation where Federation would not be mad at you for returning fire.
I want to rip my shirt open so there's a little boob window.
So
All right.
roll me an attack.
All right. Here we go. We got a 5.
Well, shit. Let me roll that defense. All right. So one, you're still on stun, right? So one just goes bloop, falls right over, like it's clutching, and it's on the ground.
Good.
And a few more leaves fall down from the tree above him.
Can I use my other, like, advantage thing, and can I shoot again?
No, so what? Well, instead of shooting again, I would say you could use that invocation to add +2 to your attack if you wanted.
Oh, okay. Sure.
So, actually what happens is that guy falls down, and what happens is his phaser goes off and he shoots the guy next to him, who now also goes down. Yeah.
Bing bong.
Yep. Penny, what do you want to do?
I want to go out and get Posa and bring her back behind the snack cart with the rest of us.
Okay. So we'll say, so you're gonna run out there and kind of try to drag her back in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't imagine I'm very far.
No, you were all pretty close when the whole thing happened.
Yeah.
we'll treat that as an overcome of the situation. You're not really attacking. You're not trying to really make a new situation. You're just trying to overcome. You're trying to solve a problem.
Yeah.
So what approach do you think you'd use?
I would think quick, because I would need to be fast to do it.
I agree. So go ahead and roll a quick roll.
Okay.
Thank you, Penny.
You are welcome. Okay, so I got a 3.
So you run out and grab her, and you kind of drag her back behind the snack table with you.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you want to say, or anything else you want to...
I'm definitely spouting some, like, motivational bullshit to make her feel better. Because she's been like, oh, it's okay that your knees are skinned, it's fine. Because that's what happened to her when she fell. And, yeah, so I just bring her back behind the table and kind of look at her wounds. I don't have any medical knowledge at all, so, yeah.
Okay. No, yep, you drag her back. Shakel, what do you want to do?
All right. How's my boop booping going with the phaser?
You're ready.
Did I get it to broadband?
Yeah, you got it to broadband. You got it to that wide beam.
Yeah. I'm a wide beam the whole motherfuckers. Like, I don't care if I hit any
And I'm
other
going,
types.
No! It's slow motion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a broad beam all of them. So there's 14, well, I don't know how many are left.
There is
12.
Well, actually, yes. So there's
12 black jumpsuits out there. I don't know if there's any white jumpsuits out there, but I don't give a shit.
no, there are no white jumpsuits out there.
All right.
The scientists are cowards.
Even if there was, I'd fucking phaser the shit out of them too. I'm a broadband the whole lot.
Okay. So shoot. Give me an attack, yet with force.
Oof. 1.
1. Okay.
Oh!
Your attack didn't really seem to... They rolled really well in their defense.
Pieces of shit.
Here. You know what? I'm just gonna roll...
Do you have any fate points?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Use those.
you could use your fate points.
Yeah, I think I want to make this work, so I'm going to use a fate point. So I got 3.
Okay. So, they actually still succeed.
Those pieces of shit.
Damn it!
All of them? I
Yeah.
broadbanded those whole fuckers with the 3. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Why are they such dicks?
Because they rolled 3 pluses. And then I gave them...
They're all the worst.
Yeah, because broadband, I'm going to say, it's kind of a more dispersed... It's more of a dispersed damage that they all just kind of see it coming and they all just kind of like dodge real quick. You know, they were fast enough. It wasn't that it didn't hurt them, it was that they all just kind of like ducked and rolled at the right time.
They all like jumped
Yeah.
over the beam.
They all high-fived and they jumped over the beam at the same time. And motivational saying, like, you can do it with a bunch of explanations, points appear over their head. Yeah.
How many leaves fell off the tree, though?
Like 20.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you got a whole bare branch now.
That's something.
So not only is Posa like, hey, stop firing on these fuckers, she's like, you're killing that tree, please stop.
Sorry, tree.
What do you have against that tree?
Right.
Posa, you're up.
Oh fuck. Okay, so
You're behind the snack table with Penny and Loxus now.
yeah. So I tried to say stop, and I got shot. And I feel like I would still just be like, this isn't our fight. This nothing to do with us. We're not here for this. Like, please.
You do have, because you rolled a 7 on that, you rolled a 7 on that, so you know a lot about him.
Yeah.
You could use a free invocation and add a +2 to something. So the problem is you're not going to probably convince your fellow player characters to stop shooting unless they individually decide.
Right.
But you could maybe try to yell out to these rebels.
Right. I don't know what I would yell, though. That was one of the things I was first thinking, but I don't know what the fuck I would say that could possibly get them to stop.
You know the situation. You know why they're mad. You know why they're pissed off. You could say something and try to connect with them.
Okay, I'll pop up and head back out again past the little snack stand barrier.
Well, I'm glad I risked my life for you, and you're just gonna go back out there.
I'll repay you somehow. You'll learn about my anatomy or something.
Yes.
Ooh. If you know what I mean.
I want to go closer, kind of, the standard hands up sort of thing.
Right.
And try and project my voice and say, we're from Starfleet. We happen to be here. I know who you are and what you're fighting for, and I commend you and I understand you and I appreciate what you're trying to do.
And one of them says, she thinks she knows some about us. She doesn't know anything about us. What do you know about us?
Shit.
What do you know about him?
Well, okay, so...
You know something about being a rebel and about being on kind of like the short end of the stick of, an official organization that doesn't respect you. You got a bunch of scientists who have
They
failed.
believe in the prophets and or didn't get into Science Academy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I understand some of you are angry because you wanted to be accepted into this, what you view as this sort of intellectual elite, and for whatever reason you weren't. And I've been through that same thing. My family has been through that same thing. My species has been through that same thing. I am Bajoran. It seems like you know a lot about a lot of different species, so try and think about what my species has been through in our history, and I do understand. I really do understand what you're going through, and I understand that you don't necessarily want to be a part of the Federation, and I'm here to tell you that we are the Federation, we are part of them, and we are willing to talk to you, we are willing to hear you out, we are willing to go back to our superiors and explain the situation and tell them what it is that you want, what it is that you need.
I would say one of them shoots their gun in the air. Give me a flashy roll.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Okay, this better be really fucking good. 2?
And you can add +2 or you can re-roll. But I would tell you whether you succeeded or not before you decide to re-roll. So you got a 2. And
Yep.
because you have a free invocation on knowing their past, it means you get +2. And that I set the difficulty as 4, so you succeed. They some of them actually, I would say half of them lower their weapons and kind of look back and forth at each other. And they say, they kind of murmur over to each other, and they're like, this is not worth it. That Bajoran, I think she knows what she's talking about. Let's get the fuck out of here. And actually, 4 of them run away. So there's 12 left, 6 of them run away, half of them run away. And then the other 6 all train their pistols, their laser rifles on you, directly at you.
I just keep my arms up.
Pieces of shit.
And it is their turn.
God damn it.
Those 6 are going to attack.
Fuck.
Try though you might, Penny.
Can I use my extra 2 or whatever it is?
So let's see. You could succeed with style. That means you get a boost, which is basically another temporary invocation. You don't get to use it this turn. You get to use it next turn.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't help you with this situation. 6 of them are going to attack you. The good news is that they're mooks, so they roll a little differently. It's not 1-on-1 on 1-on-1. So
I just want to be like that classic, like, slow motion, and I slowly fall down to the ground.
They actually they rolled like 0. They just fail their attack altogether. They don't even connect.
I'm just standing there like, oh.
They shoot around you.
Also shoot the tree.
Yeah.
Fucking
Poor
tree!
tree.
God damn it!
Poor tree.
Loxus, you just saw 6 of them run away after this speech that Posa gives them. And there's 6 left, and they've all just decided to shoot at her and whiffed.
So the rest ran away.
Yeah.
And it's just this last little band.
Yeah.
I can say something and I can still act, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Just say, damn it, guys, put your fucking weapons down.
And I'm like, shaking my head like, please, please.
Right. And I fire at him.
Okay.
Fire near them.
All right, roll me an attack.
No, Adam. I'm still on stun. They're just gonna piss themselves. Well, that's a 2.
Okay. No, a 2, they gotta defend. They see how they do. And you're behind the snack stand.
Mm-hmm.
So they take 1 point of damage. So actually what happens is, 1 falls over, there's still 5, but those 5 that are still there are starting to look rattled. And you get the feeling that on their next turn, some more of them are probably going to run off if they can. So. Penny.
Alright. Like, I don't want to shoot at them because I know that it's not our deal. I'm not gonna save Posa again because fuck that chick. So she keeps trying to run it. I'm just like, no, let me save you. And she's like, no, I want to go into where I'm getting fired upon. Like, I want this for myself.
Maybe just eat some snacks.
Right. I'm just like, throw food at her. I'm like, you're not yourself
Tough
when you're
love.
hungry, Posa. Have a Snickers.
Hungry? Why wait?
Right. One of my stunts is the cunning linguist that I used against the clever girl lizards, and I kind of want to do that.
Okay.
So it's because I'm a cunning linguist, I get +2 when I flashily overcome by talking my way out of something, /distracting, /communicating with people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I want to do.
Okay. What do you say to him?
Okay, so I flashily overcome. I jump up on the fucking snack cart, and I'm just like, people of Tremel, and I hold my hands up and I say, knock it off. Like, we are, we're trying to, I know it seems like we're firing at you, but we're not. We hit trees and stuff.
Don't make me fuck you up.
Right. I was like, what my homegirl here said about us realizing this is your deal, that's totally true. Like, I'm completely with her on that, and these two are too, even if it doesn't seem like it. Please stop firing so we don't have to fire back at you, because if you fire, we will have to defend ourselves. However, I really feel like if we just stopped right now, we'd be fine and no one would have to get hurt anymore.
All right, give me a roll.
Okay. I got a 3.
All right. They're not really they're not really defending. You can't really No, they actually can defend, but it's a mental defense. They fail. We've already established that this is a bunch of people who have not succeeded in getting into college, so
Right.
that does not mean that people who don't get into college aren't smart. Don't get me wrong, but
Susie. Jesus. Don't fuck with me.
You got into college, you just didn't finish.
I got in, I just dropped out. Yeah, that's true.
They didn't, what I'm trying to say is we have a bunch of passionate people here, maybe not very smart. They failed. And they just all sort of, actually take that back. 3 of them just drop their weapons and hold their hands up, and the other 3 are like, what the fuck? Tomaeus? What are you doing? I thought we were in this to the end. We were gonna die in the name, and like, we were gonna die in the name of goddess Plop Plop.
Really reaching.
Favorite part of the pod.
So, Shakel, there's 3 of them left who are like, 3 dropped their weapons and held their hands up like, we surrender essentially, and the other 3 are chastising them with their phasers still up and trained on Posa.
I like to know that Shakel doesn't give a fuck that those 3 people have their hands up. She's gonna broadband the whole lot.
Okay. I'm like
Again.
looking over my shoulder this whole time, like, oh.
Yeah. 4.
Okay, yep. You actually, you stun the rest of them.
Even the ones with their hands up.
let me roll. Oh shit. Well, I already said you stunned him. You stun him. You're gonna keep stunning them. You're gonna keep talking to them. The three that have their hands up and the three that have their phasers still pointed on Posa, your wave actually did the trick, and they just all plop over.
Yeah, even if they only get, like, mildly punched in the tum, they're gonna be like, all right, fine.
So, they all go down, and they're not hurt. They're just all... Well, I mean, some of them are rolling around in broken glass, so some are a little bloody.
Yeah, but they put that glass there. They did that to themselves.
we put it there? No.
Right.
So as this happens, security actually runs in and says... Security will run in and say... And they're so tiny and they're so sweet and adorable. And they're in like bright yellow, so they're very easily visible because they're security. And they're like, what happened here?
Wait, so these people we were fighting are 3 feet tall. I totally forgot about the fact that they were tiny little Mickey Mouse
They
people.
couldn't hurt us, if they tried, probably. I mean,
Right.
they did hurt.
Which is why
They
I
hurt
tried
Posa a bit,
talking
so...
to them and y'all kept firing at them.
Well, you know what we're gonna fucking do.
Ever.
They start firing at you guys first.
Seriously.
Protocols to
No, it's
fucking
totally true.
follow.
We tried.
Yeah, so Posa's got some bruised shins. The snacks are a mess. There's
This
like
snack cart is fucked.
there's like nacho cheese everywhere.
Yeah, there
Salsa
is.
all over the side of the pillars. Yeah.
It's delicious.
The pretzels are just burnt to a crisp.
You wouldn't want those pretzels. And that's where we're gonna end it?
That's where we're gonna end it for the night.
Hey everybody, this is Danny, and you have been listening to Memory Alpha. Your hosts would like to thank Smelly Tooth for our theme song and Roll Music for various other musics on the podcast. You can find us online at MamoryAlpha.com or on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at MamoryAlpha. You can find our other projects and our Patreon at postrepost.com. And if you can't support us on Patreon, you can still financially support us by listening to our episodes with ads. Find that link and the RSS feed details at MamoryAlpha.com.